So if the shop looks like it did when you last saw me, that's because the shop is seeing me again for the first time. It's been ridiculously cold in North Carolina, and I've been also quite busy with some projects at work. So I'm finally getting back out here. I want to show you something interesting, something that maybe you don't know about, and is kind of part of the Shopsmith lore, and maybe is a product that you'd be interested in tracking down in your neck of the woods. Let me get all this put away, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I forgot that you get to see thumbnails. Don't mean to insult your intelligence here. Anyway, let me show you. This was introduced in 2005 and sold up until 2008. What you're seeing here is the Shopsmith storage cabinet system. They love throwing the name system on the things, if you didn't know that. But what it is are 3 cabinets. They were sold separately, or you could purchase them as a kit. And in fact, there were a few other configurations other than what I'm showing here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I've got 2 different configurations here. I'm not sure what I have. Here's the document that came with it. What am I seeing here? You know what? I have all three configurations. Okay, so what we have here are 3 small drawers, 1 deep drawer. Here we have 2, maybe those are mid-size drawers? We'll have to measure these to determine what the differences are. But anyway, this thing, it's in fine shape considering how old it is. There's some Mylar here that has gone amber, and you can see that could be easily replaced, and some new clear Mylar could be inserted over labels, so I like that. They're just bare metal drawers with not much going on inside of them, and certainly this is just screaming for some Kaizen foam to line various things to be stored. But the way that this thing was designed to be used is it could either be used in a stack, as I'm showing it here. It could be used as 1 or 2 stacked together, or all 3 of them side by side, bolted to one another and slid underneath a Mark V. I will not use it that way because the idea of putting drawers all the way down underneath my Mark V just doesn't make any sense to me. And if you have a accessory shelf on the front of your Mark V, while you have your Mark V in storage against the wall, you wouldn't be able to get to several of these drawers. So I'm leaving it in the configuration that I found it in. I found this on Facebook Marketplace here locally in North Carolina. Now, some of the features of this, it looks like whoever was manufacturing this for Shopsmith had the ability perhaps to put a locking mechanism. I see parts of butt hinges here that look to me like you would have been able, oh, no, I take that back. This one's higher than this one, so you could put these next to each other and drop a pin down to lock them together. That makes sense. I've got some storage drawers, industrial storage drawers for hardware that have the option of adding a little hinged, I'll show you. Yeah, this little thing right here is designed to mount onto the side of a cabinet, and then you can put a lock through it, and when you want access to it, you remove the lock, you swing this hasp up, and then that allows it to swing open and gives you clearance. This is nothing new. I have a cabinet in my shop that has something like this, and the cabinet's over 100 years old, a wooden cabinet. I'll show that to you one of these days. Mystery solved. All I had to do was to read the instruction sheet. You can see I have the hardware here and all the casters where if I wanted to break this into 3 separate cabinets, I could. The handles then wouldn't be used on each of them because a couple of them would be next to each other. But in this little hardware kit are a bunch of these little things that look almost like Allen wrenches, but they are round. And these are the hinge pins that would connect the cabinets together. It's amazing what you learn when you read the instructions. Like I said, these were available from 2005 to 2008, and you might be wondering, well, what happened in 2008 that would have made these go off the market? Well, my understanding, first off, is they were never terribly popular. I don't know how many of these Shopsmith kept on hand, but you don't see them very often in use. But the other and probably more important thing that happened in 2008 was the president of Shopsmith, John Folkerth, passed away. The company then changed hands. Bob Folkerth took over the company. And a number of products that Shopsmith likes to call allied products, things that they don't manufacture but that they buy and resell, a number of those items went away. And so it doesn't shock me at all that after 2008, these disappeared from Shopsmith. So what did these things cost? Well, the lowest cost single cabinet when it was launched in 2005 was $159.99. Then there was a version that was $169, another version that was $169. And again, these are the three versions here. I suspect that the most expensive one back in the day would have been either of these with 4 drawer slides. These are ball bearing drawer slides, and that would have added some cost. But you could buy all 3 of these together for $449.99, 450 bucks. The challenge for things like this in the history of Shopsmith is these could be made of wood, and anybody who's interested in them probably has the tools that they could make these from wood. Now, there are some people that would just rather buy something and have it and get the use out of it, and that's likely to be who this appealed to. But yeah, I'm going to put it to use. It's going to go somewhere where you'll be able to see it. Maybe I'll finally move that Shopsmith mount planer out of the way. One other quick announcement, by the way. If you live in the Rochester, New York area, and you want to get together on Saturday morning for breakfast and maybe to wander around a tool thrift store, who knew there was such a thing? I'm going to be in Fairport, New York on Saturday, December 27th. I'm going up to pick up a tool, a Magna tool that again kind of falls into the history of Shopsmith, and you'll be seeing it here soon enough. But if you're interested, let me know, contact me through, you can reach me through the Facebook group. You could reach me through mygrowthrings.com. If you know my email address, you know how to find me. But yeah, hope to see you there. Yeah, I think that's where she's going to live for now. All right, make it a great day. Boy, that reminds me of somebody I was making fun of on a YouTube video one time for not reading instructions.